Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Witchy Wednesday. I see, Lori, you're already here. Oh my gosh. I didn't think you were going to be here tonight. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you are well. Did you find a chopstick? All right, my lovelies. Tonight we are going to be making wands. All right. And I'll talk about how do I use wands in my craft, how I've come about my understanding of a wand, so on and so forth. But I'm going to take this weird chopstick that came with our takeout food, and I'm going to turn this into a magical tool of my choice. Along with some other little baubles that I have found and collected, and I'm just going to be like, let's see if this works. I have that. I have some paint, just ordinary acrylic paint. And I have some paintbrushes along with a glue gun. And that's all you're going to need tonight. I say that's all you're going to need tonight, but that was a list. Hey, Cindy, what's up? Yes, wooden skewer. Yes. Yes, you could also use, if you have these little wooden dowels, sometimes they come with different crafting items. You'll get like a wooden dowel. And I am going to challenge myself tonight because I know we all like popsicles and we have the ability to get one of these. I'm going to challenge myself tonight to see if I can make something that would be aesthetically pleasing out of 2 popsicle sticks. We'll see. We shall see. But say hello to everybody. Let me know that you're here. Hey, Danielle, what's up? What is up? All right. So first thing, so that we can get to all the things. First thing, what's a wand? Pretty much you can guess what a wand is, right? It's some kind of magical stick-looking thing, right? It's a wand. What is a wand used for? Well, a wand is used to represent masculine energy. Wand is used to focus your energy. So this is very much like you see in the movies where somebody's got their wand, like in Harry Potter, and they're focusing their energy with it. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. Do I do that with my magic? No. Do I have wands around? I've got one that I've already made. Hold on. See if I can pull this down without... Nope. See? Score! I knew I was going to do that. This right here is the one that I've made before. Do I use it in any of my spell workings? No, I don't. Wands aren't something that I've felt the need to incorporate into my magical workings, but it is something that I aesthetically like. I like looking at a wand. And when I do want to represent masculine energy, I will absolutely use a wand. But do I use it often? No, I do not. No. Yes. Cindy. Hey, Zarabeth, how are you? I was like, what is wet on my hand now? Yes, glass came tumbling down because my klutzy self, but it's okay. Only one thing broke, and it's not that bad that broke. It can be replaced. Things can be replaced. So I'm not worried. But yeah, I don't use a wand a whole lot. There are some practitioners that the wand is one of their favorite tools. What I'm going to tell you, make one. Use it. See if you like it. See if it makes you feel like you're focusing your energy better. To each is their own. So let me show you how to make one out of stuff you got laying around. Who else? Zarabeth! It's like, who else is in there? All right. So first we're going to take our little skewer, lost chopstick, whatever, And we're going to decide what do we want on the top of it, because I kind of work from the top down. And I have a bunch of little things, all different shapes and sizes. Some just acrylic pieces that I've had from leftover acrylic pours. Some that I see I didn't, like, I would have to, before I put that on there, I would have to take that off, which I can do. I've got a knife right here. I have one that I don't have to do that to. So I've got like bird skulls that would be kind of cool to have, like a bird skull. I don't know if I want it facing. I'd probably want it facing away from me. But I can do a bird skull on it. I have broken piece of crystal. I had a big thing of quartz and the tip of it broke off. I can put that on here. That's an idea. What do you guys think? I also have this piece of acrylic that I can put at the top. What do y'all think? Hey, Cheyenne! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Well, see you. I think we're going to go ahead and put down this guy, because I kind of like this guy on top. So I'm going to put that guy on top. And the bird skulls. Yeah, definitely do the bird skulls. So I think what I'm going to do is put this guy on top and then put the bird skulls kind of in a heart-shaped, kind of not in a heart-shaped. I think that's what I'm going to do. Basically, when you're making a wand, you're taking everything that you can find, whether that is these little pieces that you might have had laying around, string, different types of broken jewelry. You know, sometimes you have an earring that the other pair has gone missing, so you just got this one and it's really sentimental, so you don't want to do anything, you don't want to throw away with it. Make a wand out of it. Make a wand out of it. When you say top, you mean the tip, you point at the stuff. Yes, that's what I mean. So I'm putting it at the tip of the wand. I have the smaller end, the tapered end in my hand right now. I like the feeling more so of a tapered end wand. If that's not what you want to do, then you would turn your chopstick differently. But I prefer the feeling of a tapered end wand. So that's why I'm using the thicker part of the chopstick to call as the tip of the wand. But let's put this on there and see what we can do. Everybody's doing well tonight, right? Everybody had a decent day? A decent day at least? My my students are a lot like me, and they're like, kind of done. Like, I know, guys. We're going to be comrades in pain over here. The stick knew what was up. Hey! Is it Heathen? Heather? I can't see. My monitor's way over there. Oh no, you're hurting. I'm sure you had a day. You had a day today. I'm surprised you're here. I really am. All right, so what else am I doing right now? I am taking hot glue and I am just dripping it along the sides because I want it to look like it has kind of formed naturally. It is dripped. This goo is dripped alongside of this wood. I want to give it a very organic look. So I'm just taking the very, very hot glue and letting it drip down. like that. Now, it's obviously very hot glue, so as it dries, it's not going to look exactly like when you first put it on there. So make sure that you are going to not be a perfectionist like I was when I first started this. And you will give yourself some grace and say, all right, take 2, you'll put more on. All right. The thing that I've learned about art and creating anything is there is a very fine line between that looks like a 2-year-old made it and oh my God, that's an artist. And it has to do with details and editing. Details and editing. You can make things very detailed, but then you go over the line and you became a 2-year-old. So you got to know when to edit. Details and editing. Gosh, they're the bane of my artistic existence. Zarabeth. Oh, wait. New job. Okay, now I see what it is. I see what it is. New job. Good job. Quite a day. You guys make me feel better. Oh, I'm glad, Lori. I hope you heal. Yes, I hope her healing goes well. I've got a candle on the altar for her. Healing video vibes. Yes. Yes. See, look at this. We have our own, I don't want to call it a coven because that's not what we are. But we got our own little like witchy community going on here. And I love it. I'm obviously here for it. I absolutely love this. Oh. See, we're boosting people up. We're sending healing vibes. I freaking love this. This is what yes, family. This is it. You know, there is a thing that we taught our kids, and people disagreed with us when we taught our kids this, but we taught our kids that family isn't made by blood. Family is made by bonds. And it's the bonds that you choose to have with people. So just because they're blood related to you means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Bonds. Family by bonds. Oh, thank you, Cindy. You don't have a glue gun. All right, you don't have a glue gun. I'm here for this too. Hold on. Thought about that. I was like, wait, what if there's no glue gun? What do we do then? So I got a plan. I have a plan. Here's your plan. Put Sam over there. Sam's got to go bye-bye. All right. Tape. I'm not playing. All right. Here we go. We got another little skewer. Am I going to use that skewer? I'm going to use a thicker skewer. Got another skewer, right? Call it a chopstick. Whatever we want. I'm going to choose this guy because it's kind of the same shape that's on the top there, right? All right. Put the guy on there. How? Take the tape. Take the masking tape. This is just orange masking tape. Why? Because I thought it was fun. I buy random tapes. It's a teacher thing too. I'm sorry. But take your tape. Take your tape and put your tape around it. Make your tape stiff around it. So you're going to have to go around it a couple of times, right? Getting it started. Pain in the batukas. All right? Pain in the batukas. But once you get it started and you've got it wrapping around, take the tape and wrap all the way down the actual y'all, my brain isn't giving me words. Stick. Wrap it around all the stick. Because the tape, because it's masking tape, is going to give it like this more organic skin. So the wonkier you are with it, the better, because when we go to actually paint it, it's going to look like an actual, twig that you got off the tree. It's not going to look like, something that was painted via hot glue, It's going to actually look like bark. It's going to look like skin. So this right here, tape. I love it. Elmer's glue. What'd you say, Zarabeth? You have Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue works. Ow. Tape must be elusive. Okay, all right. Medical tape. Got medical tape. What else do we have? You have Elmer's glue. You can use Elmer's glue. You could also use Elmer's glue to make skin. Like, you remember when you used to, like, put your, put Elmer's glue on your hand and then you'd peel it up and you'd gross out your friends? Or was that just something I did? That's... All right. I finished wrapping this one. And now, this one is pretty much like, I paint it. I might put a few more things on it. I can take the tape if I wanted to make it look like it had a branch or something, like this was an actual twig. I could take and wrap my tape in such a way that I can get a leaf or a branch off of it. Let's see, there we go. Dun-dun-dun. Tape is one of my favorite things to use in crafting because it is so versatile. You can skin something with it, but then you can also create like very makeshift leaves. I love this stuff. All right. I think this guy is dry enough. Yeah. I'm going to say this. I really hope I'm your tribe. I really do, or I'm going to cry. Cindy. Oh. All right. As you can see, I am putting more glue down. I want to make sure that this is really glued down. And I am over a surface that can take the hot glue pretty well. So even if it's falling, it's fine. Be careful. If you're using hot glue, I'm assuming you know how to use hot glue. Be careful. Some of the worst burns I've ever had in my life came from hot glue. All right, I'm going to put that to the side and let it cool down, and I'm going to work on my popsicle sticks. What kind of glue gun do you have? I have a SureBonder high temp hot glue gun, and the glue sticks I use are the Gorilla Glue all temperatures hot glue. I love these glue sticks. I love those glue sticks. Heathen. It's like, what? What's going on? Huh? Medical tape. All right. There is an exchange. We are going to do this now. I'm going to go for it. We're going to see what we can do with popsicle sticks, because why not? Why not? I don't care. Let's find something we can put on the end of popsicle stick. Let's put... I don't like that one side will be flat. That's what I'm trying to problem solve right now. You see me kind of stopping? It's because I know that I can take and I can drip the glue down the popsicle sticks to make them a little bit more 3D and not so, flat. But this is going to be flat on one side. Unless I glue it like this, and then it might not be. You guys got an idea? Amber, what? Huh? Like, don't buy more. Take it off your wish list. I see what you're talking about. I don't want to do this one unless I do. I don't want to do that either. Ew. And these belong to that guy over there. Well, this is what I was thinking. If I put, it's not going to be flat once the plan is I'm going to drip the hot glue like I did with this on these popsicle sticks. So it gives it that non-flat surface. But the top of it is what I'm concerned of. Like, this is not going to set in the center and it's going to throw me off. Again, I think I'm just going to have to go for it and see what happens. So we're just going to go for it and see what happens. Because what's the worst thing? I make something totally different than what I had planned? Okay. Now, like I said, I know a lot of practitioners that do use wands in their practice. A lot of times when they are pulling in male and female energy, they will use a wand and a chalice. It's very Wiccan from my understanding. But a wand or a dagger of some sort is used to focus energy and to represent masculine energy. I like that idea, heathen. I think that's what I'm going to do. I know. It looks like a fingernail. I don't know what that noise was. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to put another popsicle stick like heathen suggested. I'm going to put another popsicle stick on the side to kind of give it some depth. And then we're going to take the tape and we're going to wrap it. While that's drying, though, we'll grab the other, because this guy is now pretty dry. We'll take that, and we had wanted to put this guy and this guy on there. Ooh, I kind of like that. All right. Again, with making a wand, it is all about putting the elements where you want it, how they are important to you. If they have a certain significance and you're making a wand for a specific occasion. I've known people that have done that. They'll make wands for specific occasions. So what colors are represented with this occasion? What other elements are used? Do you want to represent earth, air, fire, spirit, water? I mean, what do you want to do? What is this wand supposed to do? If it's a general working, do exactly what I'm doing right now. Just throw whatever you want at it. If it's a specific working, it's a marriage that you are going to be officiating over. It is a gift for someone. Think about the elements. Think about what do you want in there? How do you want this to look? what has the most spiritual meaning for the thing that you are trying to accomplish? I'm trimming off that excess resin. Sorry, my brain is really struggling with words tonight. I apologize that you guys are having to like go, it sounds like 2 words. Like, I feel like I'm constantly playing charades with people when my brain does this. At least in the classroom, we can pretend that it's, vocabulary testing. Just testing you. See if you remembered that word. Miss, it was bird. I know. You read it a couple of times this year. Just want to make sure you got it the first time. Oh, yes. Oh, Cindy, I thought you were saying you're going to put coffin and ruins on your wand. I was like, yeah. And then you realize I need to give you the coffin and ruins. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. So many ideas, wands for different seasons. Yes. Some that are aesthetically pleasing, some that are just, and by the way, this is where we are with this. All right. I am going to put some hot glue kind of just randomly around it to give it a little bit more attachment. Make sure that it's really good and on there. And also, again, I want this to have a very organic look. So the hot glue, as I'm adding layers of hot glue, it adds that more organic look. And you are going to use up some hot glue. So if you don't have a whole lot of hot glue to spare, this is not the one to begin. All right. Once that dries, we are so good. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw this, but I have a little mister. It looks like I'm cooking up some kind of little witch's brew over here. I was so excited. I need a bigger cauldron so that way you guys can see it better. Moss. Yes. I have moss over there. But I'm showing you guys just the straightforward, like, well, this is what I got. I got a stick and a few little baubles. But moss would be really cool on here. Moss would be very cool. All right. Let's get this to dry a little bit more. And I am going to grab, I don't want it on my paintbrushes. Okay. So I'm going to grab this now that we have this stuck on there. And like Heathen was saying, we're going to take and put tape around it. So that way it gives it a skin. And also it gives it some depth. It gives it some dimension. You hear just I'm going to be busy for the next couple of weeks because we are going to get into a shopping season, and I'm hoping that my shop will be super busy this year. But I have already, as Cindy was talking about, I've already added a couple of different sets of runes. I've got a couple of other different things showed you yesterday on during Tarot Tuesday. A new bat mold. So I've got some of those things going up. So the next couple of weekends, I am going to be just like making stuff to put in my shop. All right. I have it all taped up. I'm going to use the hot glue now, and I am going to give it some more depth. So we're just throwing everything at this. I am just gonna put hot glue, eyeball it wherever I feel like I want it. What kind of things would you guys suggest I put in the shop for people to purchase? I've got the coloring sheets and stuff like that in there already, but what would you guys suggest? Anything that we've done together? Oh, Sarah Beth! Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. The Mister, I think we got a couple of years back, Cindy, from Spirit. Because I remember having this when the kids were all in school. Like Jagger was in elementary school. So it's been a couple of years. I know. I'm thinking. I like the moss idea. I really do. Lori's over here with the jokes today. So you think I should put some of the brooms and the wands out? If my husband could handle it, I would have gotten a bunch of cinnamon brooms and done some different things with cinnamon brooms, but his asthma would not have been able to handle it. Now, I'll show you something that I've been thinking about. I don't know if anybody would be interested. I'm still painting this. It's not completely done. But this little guy, he's got a little fork for a handle because why not? I'm going to put I'm thinking of putting crystals and different stones inside the actual cutouts here. And then underneath, put that crystal's name and putting that in the shop as just like a crystal starter kit and doing just the very basic type crystals or some that aren't that basic and put together things like that. Oh, the hat. Oh, the hat. I don't know. I'm so worried because I look at the hat and I see all the mistakes. I see every bit of it. And it was one of those crafts that I'm not totally confident in. So, like, doing it again with you guys is making me nervous. You like the shelf. All right, you like the shelf. So that's something that I definitely need to put up in there is the shelf because I don't know. I thought about it. Was it 2 days ago? I was looking at it. I was like, it would be really cool to have, like a little starter crystal set inside a shelf. All right, this is almost dry. The top of it I know is not dry. So I'm just going to set aside. There we go. And I am going to put this way. We're going to go ahead and start painting this guy. All right, we're going to start painting this guy. If we run out of time, and the popsicle stick guy is not done, I will finish him off camera. I will probably take a few TikToks of him and post it there. And then on Tuesday, I will show you the debut of the popsicle wand and how it turned out. Deal? Let's see. Oh, Sarah Beth. I like that. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Happy accidents. Bob Ross for life. There are 2 people I accredit for my creativity as a child. Okay? My mother, Bob Ross. Bob Ross was such an important part of my creative ability that the very first paint set that I got was a Bob Ross starter kit. It had like a VHS of how he did things and he talked about certain stuff. And then you had like these little videos that you could watch of how to do a basic flower. Bob Ross. Candles. I definitely do candles. I have done several candles. I don't think I have one over there right now. I have resin lotuses that I make into tea candles that are either just aesthetically pleasing or they're just for ritual use. He was your hero too. Oh, right. Oh, he was, yes, Bob Ross. That's all I gotta say is Bob Ross. All right. What I'm about to do, most people absolutely hate, but if you're an artist, you know exactly what this is. And you have one somewhere secretly, and people look at it and go, ooh, you need to clean that. And you know exactly what it is. A paint board. I have an old cutting board that I squeeze paint onto. So those of you that are artists, I could almost guarantee you have a paint board or a certain spot on your table that you will paint on. But it is an absolute thing. I bet that you have a paint board. Oh. There we go. All right. Who has a paint board? Who has a paint board? Christine! Oh my goodness. Oh. Never clean the paint board. That's right. Never clean the paint board. You just put new paint on top of it as it dries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a base in black because when I do the top colors that I want to come out, I want to be able to see some like crevices and shadows. So that's why I'm going to do a base in black. There are two different techniques that I use to paint a lot. I will do a wash. This is not a wash, but I will do a wash. And I do a lot of dry brushing. Dry brushing is one of my favorite techniques for multimedia stuff. So I am going to give this a quick little painting of black so that way we can start in on the colors that I want. The paint that I'm using is Blick's paint from Blick's Art Supplies. I love Blick's paint. They're not that expensive and it's very pigmented. Or at least the stuff that I have gotten my hands on is very pigmented. Oh, you guys want? What are you guys saying? Oh, Cody. Tell Cody that I'm going to come over there and make him give it back. You can't steal your craft table. Cindy's like, oh, darn, you have to come over. I needed this, guys. The last couple of days have been pretty intense at work, and I definitely needed this. Now, I really enjoy Tarot Tuesday. I enjoy being able to help calm nerves. I think that's the only thing I do with tarot, because I very rarely tell you like absolute this is what your future is going to be, but I think a lot of it is that the readings I do just validate what your inner voice has already said to you. And I think that's what it is. It's just I'm validating whether you really heard what you think you heard. All right, we're almost done with our black here. Da, 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 da. All right. So it's completely covered in black paint. Blix paint, the good thing about it is that it kind of dries pretty quickly, especially if it's a thin layer, and that's what I put on there was a thin layer. So it dries pretty quickly. And yes, I have a little cauldron with water in it to wash my brushes with. Yes, I'm an extra witch. We do not question this. Okay? Okay? It also looks like I'm creating some kind of potion. I love this. It's kind of like, ooh, toil, boil, in trouble. Like, oh, I am not right. I know. But it's okay. Y'all still love me. All right. So I just washed off my brush. I am going to choose, and that brush was just a regular, like, soft brush, bristle brush. It wasn't anything fancy. I don't have a whole lot of fancy brushes because I'm a mom of 5 and I teach. I can't afford fancy brushes, guys. So, as far as what kind of brushes to use, steal your kids' watercolor brushes. It's okay. It's okay. All right. What I'm looking for, what you see me like doing with the paintbrushes, is I'm feeling the tops of them. There's a certain texture that I'm looking for out of my brush right now. I want it to have a little bit more of a bristly, like this is more of a little bristle. It's not going to flex as easily. This is a little more stiff. And that's what I want. I want to have a stiff brush right now, because I'm going to do my first layer of dry brushing. I'm going to take purple. Why? Because I like it. Uh-oh. I'm missing chat. Witchy Wednesday always feels like hanging with the besties. It's supposed to. That's what the beauty of Witchy Wednesday. We're just hanging out. We're making stuff, eating, talking to each other, having a good time, forgetting reality exists for just a moment because the world sucks outside and it'll suck the life out of you. So we're just going to chill, have a good time. Know that we got each other's back in here and out in the real world too. So we're all good. All right, dry brush. What do? I just basically go over the very top of the object. You can't see it right now because it's purple and it's on a darker color, and that's okay. I'm putting the purple down, and then as we go to lighter colors, it just allows this to have more depth, more shadows, that kind of thing. Heathen, you agree. Lori, oh. Rolling with Great, Cindy. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. That's right. We all got this. We all got this. Oh, I hear somebody starting their loud music in my neighborhood. Oh, that's a part of my neighborhood that I'm just like, really, guys? Why? It's a weekday. All right. There's the first layer. Second layer. I am not washing this brush. Not washing this brush. I'm going to use a little bit of a blue. We're going to a lighter layer now. I am going to give it some more shadows and a little bit more depth. And the reason why I'm not washing out my paintbrush right now is because I do want it to get some of that purple in there and give it a little bit more of a blended effect. Now with this, I am actually stippling it on first. Again, it's a heavy duty bristled brush, so I can do that. And with the stippling, I'm getting that. It's very light still. It's still just showing up as a dark piece. Do I want it to stay a dark piece? Yes. I don't want this to be a super, not a super colorful piece, and I don't want it to be a piece that has spring colors. I want this to be a winter, fall, spooky piece. All right. You know what would be cool is one day if we manage to figure out how to get everybody in that's normally in chat, if we do an episode of this where everybody that's normally in chat, I give you guys an invite and we all just hang out and everybody gets to see who's in chat for the first time. That would be fun. Or at least I think it would be fun. So people will be like, that's Zara? Whoa, look! That would be fun. Christine, you're like, I need to know what's on the top. What's on the top is a resin, it's a resin piece that I made to look like a crystal. That's it, a dark crystal. Dark crystal. I made myself laugh. Anyways, but yeah, it would be a lot of fun. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, Cindy. I think for everybody to finally see like the regulars that I'm talking to, what do those regulars look like? And seeing all of our facial reactions to each other. Oh, you decided just to go. Okay, where's my breath? I was like, what happened? Why did that Mr. all of a sudden go crazy on me? Well, then I have some homework to do. I need to find out how to make that an actual thing happen. And I'm going to say right now, I am going to have it happen by the end of this year. By the end of this year, I'm going to have my regulars actually on a live with me where you can see their faces and you could get introduced to all the people that have been here since almost day one. No, day one. Most of you have been here since day one. That would be a lot of fun. Yes, like a giant Zoom. Like a giant Zoom. It might be something where we have to record it and then I can upload it later, but I would like to do it live. I'd like to where it's like, all right, we're welcoming in Cindy, and your like picture comes up in the corner, and then people in the at home will be like, oh my god, it's Cindy, and then I'll be like, and here's Zarabeth, here's Lori, like that's what I want. All right, if y'all are in. Yes, we could do it on Yule. We can't do it on Yule because I have my own celebration thing I do on Yule. But, which I think Yule this year is on a Tuesday, so that week I'll have to move Tarot Tuesday to a different day because we do a pretty big thing for Yule. I have a bonfire, lots of food, lots of drink, and we just have a good time. Just have a good time. You feel like we would be getting announced for being fabulous. Well, you are fabulous. I am going to announce you for being fabulous. Fabulous and famous, right? All right, I've got some white paint over here, and I am going over my bird skulls with it to bring out some of that highlighting that I want, like the peaks of the bird's eyes and nose. I want that to kind of come out. So I am just going over very lightly. I know it looks a little harder. Very lightly in the white. So that way I get a more pronounced bird skull look now. So earlier you guys were saying moss, and I really like that idea. So hold on. Don't worry if you hear things falling. It's okay. I like that idea, but I see your moss and I raise you baby succulent. Baby succulent. What if I put a little baby succulent right? Oh, that's cute. That's going there. Okay. You're about to see this. This is cute. All right. You go there. And you go here. And we're going to put you right in there. I like it. The baby succulent is cute. It's snazzy. And now I get to find my other moss. See, I also have bright succulents, but I think the baby dark succulent, it works. I think it works. And I'd like to put another one somewhere. But I don't want to overcrowd them. And I know, see, the 2-year-old in me is like, put more stuff. And the artist in me is like, Shaliza, you've got enough. It's time for paint. It's enough. But I'm like, no, I want all the stuff. I want all the stuff. Let's see. I don't want it to be super green. I don't want it to be super green. And I want it to look good from whatever side you're looking at it. But I also really like this. What do y'all think? I say put all the things. All the things. See? Y'all feed this. It's when this looks like a 2-year-old did it, it's y'all, all right? You fed it. You fed it. Oh, I felt the wet paint of, I have black paint over here, right? And I felt the wet paint, and immediately, because I had just put down hot glue, I thought I had put my finger in the hot glue and I just hadn't felt the heat yet, and got very scared. But it's okay. It's okay. It's just black paint. I'm not going to have burns. What is your worst crafting accident that you've ever had that you're just like, man, that was bad and I never want to do that again? What would you say your worst crafting accident was? I'm interested. And if you're watching this afterwards, leave me a comment. Tell me, what was your worst crafting accident? My worst crafting accident, I gave myself third-degree burns with a hot glue gun because my grandmother had an industrial hot glue gun. And we were making hair bows. Back in the day, those that are my age will remember this. There was a fad where you would take ribbon and you'd make the ribbon into little curls, and then you'd put it on your bow. Well, I made them into little snap barrettes. So we would take and curl all the ribbon, and then we would hot glue it to the snap barrette. So then all we do is put the snap barrette in. And I gave myself a third-degree burn because I decided, oh, I need to hold the ribbon in place after putting a big glob of hot glue right in the center of the barrette. Y'all, I cried, I cried. It was the worst burn I have ever experienced in my life. Yet here I am, still using hot glue. Still using hot glue like nothing ever happened to me. But ask me about my leather experience, and it's not even the worst thing that ever happened to me. But just because I almost cut the tip of my finger off with leather, I have not messed with leather since. Leather and I are not friends. Hot glue and I, we're okay. We're good. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Okay, making pants by sewing through the front and back on the machine, so my seam ripper got dulled by the end of reversing and sorry, I missed. I was like, what happened? What was going on? Glued my hand to a piece of leather. Oh, no. No, heathen. Oh, good, Lori. Good. I'm glad you're getting some pain meds right now. You just had surgery. I'm surprised you're on here. Lori's like, I'm not missing Witchy Wednesday. Christine, I was working on something with sugar glue on paper, and I accidentally clicked the paper and it flew into, oh my eye! Oh my God! Christine! Oh, Jesus, help! Oh! No! Ow! Oh, no, no, no. I know, Ethan, we're like, oh. My eyes started twitching the moment I read that. I was like, oh no, this is not good. Lori, oh God, I hate that. What I hate even more is when it's not like the resin hasn't you haven't put the hardener in. It's just one set or the other. It's not, because with the hardener, you at least have the chance of it possibly hardening to the point where you can like get it out of the surface, right? But when it's just one or the other, that stuff doesn't come off. That stuff doesn't come off. I was watching a video and a girl was like, what do you do if you accidentally poured resin down your sink? I was like, call a plumber and go make sure you got money in your bank, because that ain't going out. Oh my God. Oh, I'm still, Christine, you take it, you win. Worst crafting accident ever. Oh my God. So I took and put hot glue on the back of that because I wanted to hide the stem of this when I put it there. Because again, one of the big deals, and those of you that have gotten things from my shop, one of my very big deals as an artist is that you can take one of my pieces and you can look at it from any angle and it will be enjoyable from any angle. You're not going to see a place on that piece where it's unfinished or it looks unfinished or it's like, oh, there's the reality of it. If I'm trying to suspend reality and make this look like it's from a tree of a special magical plant or, whatever. I don't know what I just said. I'm going to make sure it looks like that from all the way around. So that's why I just put hot glue on there. And it looks like we are out of time today. So I will be finishing these. Off camera. Everybody's like, no. And see, I just messed it up. But it's okay. It's a happy accident, right, Heathen? I made a happy accident. I didn't mess this up. It was a happy accident. All right. My lovelies. We are done for today, unfortunately. We are done for today. And next week, we have Tarot Tuesday and another Witchy Wednesday. And I believe next week's Witchy Wednesday. Let's see. Let's see what next Witchy Wednesday is. I want to say next Witchy Wednesday is the hats. I want to say it's the hats. And if it's the hats, oh, that's the Tharf cake. We're on November. Today was wand making. Yep. Next Wednesday is the hats. All right. You're going to need some felt. You're going to need needle. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need thread. All right. To make the basic form, we're going to get the basic form down. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to make the basic form. And then what you add to that hat is all you. Be fabulous. All right. But I'm going to teach you the basic form and how to make that fit for your specific head. It's going to be a custom thing. There's no absolute sets in this. This is absolutely going to be custom. All right. All right. Felt of any color you want. And needle, string. All right, guys. Love you. Be happy. Be safe. Take care of yourselves.